How's it going, YouTube? Dallasboi here with a little bit of a story time session. And this is pretty much the tale of how Dallasboi1992 came to be. I started off PokeTubing in 2011, and I was pretty much inspired by a few people, namely Elo, aka QuandaRen66, Hayden, Leo, aka 6 Foot Hacks, aka Elmas the Show Off, which he is known as now, and a few others. My first battle was up against Max Protect. Well, my first battle as a PokeTuber, really. I kind of did a few casual stuff on Yahoo sometime before that, but my first well, how would you phrase it? My first PokeTubing battle was up against Max Protect, and it just kind of went on from there. But yeah, my first username on YouTube was well, I'd rather not go into context. About half of that username is dead to me anyway. But I was going on Twitch to watch an Elo stream one day, and I had to pick a username, and that username wound up being Dallasboi1992. And where it comes from is I was born and bit in the Dallas area in Texas, and I love my Dallas Cowboys. And yeah, that's where the first bit comes from. 1992 is my birth year. That's where the digits come from. But the boy, B-O-I, boy with an I, was something my dad did. And I love him very much, so that's pretty much a dedication to him. So that's where that came from. Dallasboi1992 was a Twitch name. And fast forward to February 2012. I was on Twitch watching a certain PokeTuber who currently has a giant fan base. I'm not going to mention who, but he knows who he is. I wound up getting a battle with him, and I admittedly played horribly. And I told him not to upload it, but he winds up saving the replay anyway, and I wind up getting bullied by him and his fan base. Well, his fan base was pretty much all like, lol, Dallas boy playing like the Cowboys. Well, back in 2011, Cowboys were, well, they were pretty inconsistent, and some could go as far to say that they were bad. I mean, I admit to playing bad, and I did have my faults back then, but that's behind me. Or that battling style of me is behind me. But yeah, that battle was uploaded, and more disrespect came. I think there was a little bit of dislike botting here and there with a few videos. I think, don't quote me on it. But yeah, that kind of led to me on May 1st, 2012 to make this account. And thus, the Dallasboi1992 YouTube account was born. And I pretty much kind of try to build up from there. Pretty much the whole turning point of me competitively, where I started to get good, was a battle against Mulvo19. And that was the battle where I actually made my first double switch. I think it was a, might have been a Heat Train into a Celebi, or something of the sort. I need to relook at that. And then on one of Wild Chase's streams, I had a battle with Dude 1991 where I wound up winning that one 4-0 against his Trick Room team. And yeah, pretty much shut up from there with the continued improvement and whatnot. But pretty much the biggest thing that caused my spike in popularity, although a minor one, was this one little parody called U-Turn, which was a Kesha parody of TikTok in a bit of a joke Wild Chase voice. There was actually a video earlier in the year where NBZ, who unfortunately is no longer PokeTubing, and was one of the inspirations to me doing this. Well, not a true inspiration, but one of the guys I really, really liked. He jokingly said that Wild Chase had a Kesha beanie and he liked it more than all the other beanies. I laughed and wound up making a photo of it and then a parody. And the Kesha beanie became sort of a chase joke, if one want to call that. But that was pretty much a shoot up in the popularity polls. And yeah. But I wound up improving my battling skills to the point where I actually wound up getting Rex on the Keldeo suspect test. And if it's anything that I'm most proud of for that, it's that test right there. Getting Rex on it. Started from getting bashed and battered by a bunch of kids to getting Rex, and I kind of have some sort of a validation to that. But yeah, that whole February 2012 instance behind me. Although I have a little bit of trouble shaking off how it was treated. But anyways, then X and Y era came out. I had a little bit of difficulty getting some good battles and whatnot, and I kind of dwindled down in the progression. But I still had this really nice series called Stuff I See on Pokemon Showdown that was still a pretty decent hit. But with battling, it just kind of lacked quality outside Showdown. And then a little bit later on, the GBA came along, and it's this this draft style format that Magnitude created. And at around season 2, I was asked by one of the coaches, who was a friend of mine, to kind of help out a little bit. And that 1 week where I helped out, he actually wound up winning that match. And we were working together ever since then. And then eventually, and this was actually just recently, he wound up getting kicked out. From the time that the video was uploaded, he didn't really know that he got kicked out. And he's actually kind of hurt by it, and I feel his pain, really. I mean, this guy is like a little brother to me, so yeah, you gotta feel his pain. And that's pretty much my 2 cents. So yeah. And now I'm at a bit of a crossroads. Where do I go from here? I actually was in line to apply for the GBAD League, but after all that went down, I pretty much withdrew that. And now I've pretty much agreed to join the National Pokeball League, aka the NPL, and I will plug them in the description if you guys want to go check them out. There's some pretty nice guys from when I've chatted with them, and yeah. And I am definitely giving up a lot of subs from this. I feel like if I would have kept my application for the GBA, I probably would have gotten in, because I felt like I had a pretty good resume. But who needs subs when you've got friends? I mean, I never really joined YouTube just to have the subs. I wanted to join to make some friends, have some fun. And I'm sticking by that motive. So, in the NPL, I'm making some good friends. And, yeah. And I'm hoping to compete with them and pretty much bring home a championship. And on a few other side notes, I'd actually like to do a little bit more with my channel. Maybe a few cover songs, possibly. I know U-Turn was a hit, and Fairy Type Pokes did excellently. Although I did have to ask the Man-Type for that. But maybe a few side covers, if I get enough support for that. And maybe I could wind up doing a few graphic design commissions. I mean, I did get my associates in that last year, and I'd like to explore a few extra options with that. Probably do some designs for some other people. So I guess we'll see how that pans out. So that's pretty much the Tale of Dallasboi1992. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Rate, comment, sub, and I will see you guys in the next video.